Hello, everyone. This will be my last update for the year. Tomorrow I'll be speaking with Adam Button from Forex Live for his forecast into January using seasonal tendencies. Also look ahead into 2022 from Adam Button, one of the best news traders on the planet. Just want to update everyone on my bearish call I made from Monday and posted in our main chat. That's why I continue to talk to you guys about coming in and looking at the posts and adding your ideas to it. I think, oh, you're welcome, Brooke, like the Aussie call from Monday, which was okay, but compared to the gold and silver call, it was magnitude wasn't as large. So the entry was at 1817.40. If you went ahead and took that idea seriously, you may want to take partial profits. You have about 25 bucks profit here, although I do want you to remain focused on the bigger picture because it's my contention at this time that this could set up a very good buying opportunity in the metals if it wasn't your style to, you're just waiting for buy points, and I think we could be there in the next several weeks. It may be delayed a little bit. I notice the dollar's trying to weaken a little bit back under 96, but these are some of the levels I'm looking for, the 1730, 1720 level in the coming days. I do expect the market to hold this flash crash low that we had in the gold market back last year, and this would change the whole picture in gold. It would say to me we're entering deflation, full blown, all out deflation. Then you could be talking about $1,400 gold, 1,500, and extreme case, some of the gold bears looking for 1,000 again or under 1,000 again for the long-term buy. Taking out this low would give them more credence. My view is that this is setting up a pretty big descending triangle. Just take a look at the weekly. Really, there's been no price damage in gold. All we've done is move sideways for going back to the peak in 2020 up here. So really basically moving sideways for a long time, consolidating. Not many gold bulls are left because they were eating their hearts out over the crypto profits that were gleaned during the same time frame. And a lot of people embracing dollar strength even into next year, a continuation of the dollar rally. I'm actually looking for that to terminate, which would be really, I believe, the jet fuel behind a gold move. Gold did not perform during these inflationary times because the dollar has been stable. Gold's more of a monetary metal. So we'll see. It is also possible that the dollar could rally and gold could rally. We've seen periods like that, but I'm actually looking for a turn in the dollar. So let's get to the dollar by looking at the Euro monthly. So something I talked about on Monday, and now the month is almost over. We only have another couple trading days left. Euro looks like it wants to pop, maybe tries 13 back towards 114 or so, getting a decent little candle. Can't make a lot out of it being year end, but the point is we want it to stay within this month's range. And so it held the lows, and now it's going to be working up higher. Perhaps we'll have a chance to sell a rally early next year. If the euro decides to rally some more. I still think there's some downside left in it. In fact, the preferred short might be coming up here in cable. You look at some intraday stuff in cable, and I'm starting to see cable diverge. I may attempt to short next week in the 135 level. It's my contention that this is not the bottom in cable, that there's going to be one more washout to take us down to 129. So as you can see, this was a confirmed high. We had a pullback, and then we had a higher high, which diverged, quite dramatically, and this is a 4-hour time frame. There is potential for a new high, which we're almost there. In fact, it looks like we did. And look at the glaring divergence now in cable. So you would think cable, they had the most aggressive central bank. They actually did tighten. Everyone's focused on the Fed, but the BOE actually did go ahead and tighten. So I think they're ahead of the US as far as being restrictive and ending QE. I mean, there's nothing like raising rates to end any idea of QE. I'm not saying the BOE won't reverse again, but they're showing conviction about fighting inflation by raising rates, not just reducing how much QE they're going to give the market. So this is something I'll be looking at into early next week. I believe the banks are closed in the US and Europe on Monday. I believe there's some type of bank holiday. So, you know, it's still my conviction that the dollar is going to rally towards those highs at the 98 level. And that's going to take a pretty good break in the cable as well. Here's an interesting chart. You know, for a long time, we've really been grinding sideways on euro pound. And I do think that there's a fairly significant bottom that's going to form here on a third drive, meaning, you know, we still have, you know, another 50 pips or so to get this third drive. That's your daily chart. Here's your 4-hour. As you can see, we're already starting to diverge here. So if we get a turn in euro pound, that implies that your better short is going to be in cable. And because euro will be showing relative strength to cable, just like it's shown relative weakness to cable all the way down. So potential reversal point on this spread. And, you know, if we are going to get a top in the dollar, we should see a continuation move to the upside in euro pound, whereas the euro outperforms cable on the upside. So we'll be watching this major support still right around this 82.40 level. But when you look at this on a long-term basis, which is what we're doing right here. In fact, you know, I could zoom in here a little bit. That would be zooming out, and that would be, oh, hi everyone. All right, so euro pound, putting that on the definitely putting that on the docket for something to watch out for next year. But this is really something that I'm really looking forward to. There's your weekly chart in US dollar yen. I've talked to analysts today who say they don't think the yen's going to have enough to make a new high. They think 1550 might be it. I'm still going to wait for the completion of this pattern. This could be a great combination trade with Aussie yen shorts. If, you know, the Aussie, I'm still looking for in the Aussie to make a new low. Let's just review that call from 72.60. It was, you know, no trip to Hollywood, but I mean, there was 40, 50 pips in here. This would be interesting if the Aussie fails to make new highs on this bounce. It's still underneath the sale. So I'll be watching the Aussie as well for potential short. It's still my contention that even if Aussie tries to rally again, that there is one more low coming here in Aussie. And I think we're going to see it under 70. I have targets that could come in right around the 68 level. So still leaning on the long side the dollar for one more flush, similar to the call of looking for one more flush in silver and gold, which we're getting. And you look at the daily on gold, very nice little reversal day there. So I'm still looking while the gold goes down for the dollar to have one more advance. I wouldn't do much trading the next couple of days. You know, everyone's on holiday, planning their New Year celebrations. Monday is going to be a bank holiday in most countries. So we're back to full steam ahead in 2022. And I want to invite everyone to make some type of commitment to planning their trades in 2022. And you could join us here in TradeGateHub.com to plan your trades, see what Michael Venezia and I are doing in the markets. In fact, I think Michael took advantage of, he had been shorting Newmont and told him had a gold short going yesterday on a turnaround Tuesday. So Mike and I have been collaborating using some of his stock ideas to give me commodity ideas, and using some of my commodity ideas to get stock ideas. So, 1 + 1 = 11. I do want to show, I'm going to have to stop sharing, and I do want to talk about some outside markets before I go. So I'm going to stop sharing here, and I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to share screen, and this is what I want to share. Okay. I did want to show this nat gas is a possible buy in case we get a winter shock. I also wanted to talk about a couple of the outside markets here as well. And for example, the 10-year. So, it's still my contention there's a push up in yields. This is part of the reason why people are dumping gold right now. So I just wanted to show you that that is still intact, testing people's patience here, but sure looks like we're coming out of this level and yields are going to head up, and that'll be part of the final decline in metals and push down in foreign currencies. It's going to be yield differentials as we head up towards 2%. I thought we'd be there by the end of the year, but definitely delayed it with this. Actually, rates went down after the double taper. So still looking for 2% coming up in long-term yields. And also want to, show you some of the gold charts that I'm looking at for potential buys. Here's Yamana. So, I'm looking for one more flush. 320 would be a great entry on that. GDX, still looking for these wedge lines to be hit. 26 in GDX would be a great entry. Newmont's really holding up well compared to the other ones, but I still think there's a chance for a washout towards 48. I want to warn crude oil bulls that we're reaching retracement levels. I know some people are talking higher, but perhaps we're going to put in some type of right shoulder failing rally in here. So you may, on strength into the end of the year, want to book some profits if you bought this big break, which go back on the videos I was talking about an energy top here. I could see it going either way, some type of push. I interviewed Tracy Schuchart last week, and she's not looking for big strength in WTI until the spring. So there could be another wave down from some type of lower high failing rally before we get the kind of strength Shy Girl was talking about that she's looking for in the spring. And I think that's about it. Just a quick look at stock indexes. Boy, was that an important low that we had here right on the solstice right here. So NASDAQ, of course, made a lower low, and S&Ps have made a new high, while NASDAQ hasn't yet. And I look at S&Ps, and there are a lot of people that are going to start saying that this is a breakout level. So let's just go with a horizontal line right here. Okay, so this is the breakout. It's over prior high. So back under 4740 is going to be your first sign that there's some problems and a correction might be underway in the S&P. So write down that number. If I wanted to look for a negative, look at how we're not confirming. This is a daily chart. We're not confirming. A measured move like this would give you, you know, close to 5,000. That's 4,500, 4,740. That's going to give you 5,000. There are a lot of measured move targets up around the 4,900 level. We'll see if that could be achieved. I do believe when there is a correction that NASDAQ will suffer more, especially if I'm right about yields. I think it's going to hurt tech, but we'll see if we could challenge and take out these highs that we didn't miss by much. There's no divergence in NASDAQ because it hasn't made a new high. All right, so VIX getting cheap again. You know, everyone bought puts, you know, now they're worthless if you didn't get in and out at the right time. But here we are at new highs in the market, and we're at higher lows in the VIX. So before we had that last 5% pullback, we were trading in the 14s, 15s. Now we're still about 4 points above it. If the VIX cannot take out this low, I would say that's a tell that there's going to be a correction. So I'll be looking for about that 4,900 level in the coming days next week in S&Ps to attempt maybe this time we get more than a 5% correction from 4,900. Maybe we get 10. So that's something that I'm planning for going into next year. And I think that's going to be about a wrap for me. The big test, and we're going to have it now. Remember I said as silver and gold go down and silver makes lows, new lows under 2140, the key to me is that the gold silver ratio does not make a new high. So we'll know about that into late this week, early next week as well. So if this is helping you, appreciate you giving us a like and spreading the word. We're out here helping people trade. And I know that, well, here, let me read a testimonial to you right now. This is very nice. Thank you very much, Brooke. He says, fortunate to have found TradeGate the end of 2021 for me. Love the interviews. Adam Button tomorrow. Thanks, Coach, for all the work, and Happy New Year to you and all traders. Thank you for your educating streams. So I will say this, you're either going to pay the markets or you're going to spend time learning. And right now at this point, you could be asking me questions here in the room, no charge. So going into the end of the year, I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. Hope that they have a great 2022. And remember that this is just money, and to not just count your pips, count your blessings. Thank you very much for your attention and your views of our videos. Again, open invite to join us at tradegatehub.com. It's free of charge. All you have to do is register and give up your email. And with that being said, I believe Mike's on later on, and I'll see everyone tomorrow for the interview with Adam Button at Forex Live. Adios.